Swag, posted out in Cleveland, bags in Columbus. Cause my swag so 100, down in Ohio.
Stand up and make some noise for your Miami Heat. At forward, 6'7", Miles Bridges. Number 7, Number 14, Tyler Hero. Number 13, Bam Adebayo. Number 22, Jimmy Butler. The head coach of the Miami Heat is Eric Spoelstra. Your Miami Heat.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Miami Heat at FTX Arena. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Guys, as always, the Heat have some scrappers on their team. Kyle Lowry says, nobody's like, I have to do this or it has to be this certain way. Jobs can be switched. Positions can be flipped. No matter what, just go out there and play hard. We figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, they're smart enough to do that, and it's all about the results as always. Thank you, D.A. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for the Heat, the wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Lowry in at point guard. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Now here's Butler in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. To the middle, here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Adebayo's got the first points on the scoreboard for Miami. And here is Van Vliet. And it goes down 2 points.
Now, Fred Van Vliet, never afraid to mix it up, able to take contact and get the shot off anyway.
Outside Lowry. Back to Butler for 3. It's good from long range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And it's Butler missing. Here's Toronto. And here's Trent outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Jr.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from 3 and look out, folks.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Trent against Hero. On the wing, Bridges. From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bridges with the steal. And a wide open look for Hero. Off target from outside. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Outside Lowry. Back to Butler. This one for three. Miami with a new 14. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
And GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. And here's Trent outside. That shot missing. And Miami the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now here's Van Vliet. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 8.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
And the dunk by Barnes.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
And stolen by Barnes. The pull-up. Knocks it loose. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Lowry's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, that's about the frame of Gary Trent Jr. He can take any amount of contact, and that frame will hold up. Nicely done.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Well, the defensive breakdowns allows Kyle Lowry to take advantage and set up an open look for his guy.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Launches it. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, can we remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
Siakam passes to Barnes. Here's Van Vliet. The step-back jumper is good. Van Vliet's got his second bucket.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Toronto's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Trent can't hit. The Heat with the lead. Here's Hero. Good D by Siakam.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
From down in the low post, it goes. Siakam's got his third basket of the night right there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Anunoby, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Kept alive. They shoot again. Bridges misses.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Anunoby passes to Trent. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes. Rebound by the Heat.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Lowry has the open look. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Trent passes to Siakam. Now Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Offensive rebound. Basket counts. Van Vliet's got 6.
Boy, at his size, Fred VanVleet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
A different look for Miami. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bridges. Max Strus comes in for Butler. And it's Oladipo in for Tyler Hero. A new group in now for the Raptors. Ken Burge is checked in for Siakam. Achua comes in for Gary Trent. Otto Porter Jr. he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Achua finds Porter. The three from Barnes. Second shot opportunity. It's good. Nice touch there from Burge. And now A 3-point Toronto lead.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now, here's Achua. Here's Barnes. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Heat in Miami. A nice shot by Flynn. And the Raptors lead by 5. Now here is Lowry. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Raptors. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for teams that have gotten off to a less than ideal start to the season, Doris, when is it time to start thinking about changing strategies or even more?
Well, I think if you're a head coach or a member of the front office, it always is an opportunity to evaluate where you are, win or lose. But I think the first few months, you've got to think about, all right, is the whole group connected? Are they working toward winning? Are they being unselfish and putting the organization first? You can answer those questions, then you can make your next move.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Martin's checked in for Miami. Oladipo hits them both. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Now here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's good. Nice touch there from Birch.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Lowry passes to Oladipo. Now, here's Strus. Guarded by Porter, and the shot goes in.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Raptors leading by 3. Outside Flynn, outside Porter. Flynn kicks to Achua. It's stolen by Oladipo. Finished off by Oladipo.
Well, there is an athleticism and a vertical that you've got to contend with Victor Oladipo.
It's stolen by Strus. Goes back up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Miami.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. And the Raptors, Doris, with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Strus kicks to Lowry. Oladipo for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd and That's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's Lowry. Following the basket by Otto Porter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That's his first foul. Young's checked in for Ken Birch.
For the Raptors, Thaddeus Young.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And there's the pass to Oladipo. Martin against Young. Dedmon. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. He's shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Oladipo misses. Oladipo's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Young from outside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this one.
Okay, Thaddeus Young showing off that big-time ability to stretch the defense. How about that, Kev?
Outside, Martin. And Young comes over to help. Strus. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist from Thaddeus Young. And it's a 5-point Toronto lead. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. The layup off target.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
From the corner. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Toronto leading by 7. Bridges out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Oladipo into the 2 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Offensive rebound. Bridges dishes to Oladipo. That one misses.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Here's Young. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
You can see how comfortable Thad Young is. Give him the ball, let him go into attack mode.
Here's Oladipo. Bridges kicks to Oladipo. Hero from long range. Offensive rebound, Heat.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
And terrific to see Adebayo putting up big numbers. He's continuing to grow as a scorer. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense, 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much that we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Hero kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That one falls.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Van Vliet outside. Fires from 14. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Trent. Siakam's got 8.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Timeout called, the Heat. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Please give a big round of
Chris
applause.
Boucher is checked in for Toronto.
Youth dance team.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Stolen by Van Vliet. To the inside. It's deflected.
Oh, how about that rejection from Miles Bridges? Send it back.
Hero, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
And they get it back.
Yeah, that's the 6'9" frame of Chris Boucher. Send it back, young sir.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
It's good.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
No good that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Yep, that one goes in there. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
There are players who look for every opportunity to contribute to winning. Jimmy Butler right now working the boards.
Here's Trent. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Hero. Here's Bridges. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Butler against Anunoby. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul. So it's Miami now. 7-point differential. Hero passes to Oladipo. Back to Hero. Takes a 3. He goes up again, and Bridges finishes it off. 6 points for him.
That's how you take care of business. Miles Bridges protects the play, finishes strong for his group.
Toronto calls timeout. Greg, you've been talking about the best conditioned players in the league, and Miles Bridges is right up there.
Yeah, Miles second in total minutes played during the 21-22 campaign. Only Mikal Bridges, no relation, played more.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your Heat dancers. Let's hear it once again for your Heat dancers. Get loud.
Toronto leading by 5. Trent outside. Over Oladipo. Connects in the foul line jumper. Trent's got 6 in the quarter.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Shots good by Butler.
Well, the competitive spirit of Jimmy Butler. Play in the paint. Yes, sir.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points. He's looking for Trent and finds him. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. 16 points for Gary Trent Jr.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Well, the opportunistic Bridges sees him falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Butler with the ball. He's got 9. Adebayo passes to Hero. Bridges trying to free himself up. Shots good by Hero.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Fires from the line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Boucher's got his second basket. Hero passes to Butler. Shot from 12. A rebound by Young. Young's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Boucher. Shoots over Bridges, and the shot's good for Boucher. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Time to turn up the heat with your very own Miami Heat Dancer.
And it is getting ready for Miami. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. Caleb Martin comes in for Butler. Max Strus is checked in for Oladipo. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Tyler Hero. A new group in now for the Raptors. Ken Birch is checked in for Young. Achua comes in for Chris Boucher. Barnes, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Quinn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bounce pass Achua. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The Heat trail by 7. Lowry passes to Martin. Passes it to Dedmon. Birch grabs the board. Wano shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor.
Game plan from here forward should be very simple. With Gary Trent Jr. cooking, you make sure you find him.
Lowry passes to Strus. Lowry against Barnes.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Here's Trent. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Junior.
Trent's got 12 now in this quarter.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Lowry. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Strus passes to Dedmon. Martin kicks to Strus. They get it again. Dedmon. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Here's Strus. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That free throw good from Strus. And so Strus nails both of them. Raptors leading by 9. Barnes kicks to Flynn. Trent outside from deep. The long distance three is buried. Trent's got 23 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Martin. It's deflected. Pass to Strus. Miami no good on that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the paint, here's Birch, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Martin. Here's Bridges. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes with it. Lowry picks him up. Here's Achua. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Three-pointer.
Barnes has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the dunk by Barnes.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Gary Trent.
Otto Porter.
.58 seconds left to play in the first half. Porter passes to Birch. The three from Barnes, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The pass to Strus. Off the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Siakam.
Second team foul.
The Heat have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Two.
That free throw good from Strus.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And so he makes both from the line.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Lowry passes to Bridges. That shot off. Raptors leading by 22. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Toronto. Siakam passes to Porter, and the layup is good. 8 points for Otto Porter Jr.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter, able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Here's Lowry, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Gary Trent Jr., he's feeling it tonight. He has been the driving force for the Raptors. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether it's missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They're not shooting well so far. Actually, they're terrible. Fellas, I got an idea for them. Feed the post. Let the big man eat. Jeez.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Van Vliet. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And that one drops. And it's now 22 points for Bam Adebayo.
Jimmy Butler.
Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is worth it.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bridges shot, good.
I'll tell you, you're Miles Bridges, you take the easy shots inside when you get them.
Hero against Trent. Barnes kicks to Trent. Fast break, here they come. And here we go. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Hero. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev, and it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays, he can get downhill, he can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
Here's Barnes. 18 points for him. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's three-pointer, Lowry. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Anunoby finds Siakam over Lowry. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Hero passes to Bridges over Barnes. Bridges misses.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Siakam, and finished off by Siakam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Lowry. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Barnes. Here's Anunoby. Count that one. Anunoby's got his first points of the night.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
And here's Toronto. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Barnes. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Latrey. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Lowry. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Trent against Hero. Trent can't hit. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Miami. Looking to end his cold spell. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got 11 points. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Siakam. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Butler. Up again. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 28.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
They get it back. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Here's Van Vliet, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred Van Vliet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred Van Vliet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
He's checked in for the Heat. Then for the Raptors, Achua comes in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Trent. Raptors on defense. Butler kicks to Oladipo. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
The Heat making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Siakam inside the three-point line. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
Back to Hero. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Achua.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Flynn against Hero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero is a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner. He really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Max Strus is checked in for Butler. Barnes finds Achua. Siakam inside. Adebayo on him. And that one, good.
Yeah, he's had terrific momentum all game. Pascal Siakam in his bag offensively.
And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season numbers.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Strus. And it's Adebayo in the corner. And it's off the back rim. No good. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Goes up at the stripe. Siakam misses. So Oladipo will bring it up for Miami. Strus passes to Oladipo. Here's Adebayo. Shoots over Achua. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got 4 assists in the game. Flynn against Hero. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Won't go in for the 6th time in 14 shots tonight. He's made 8. Pass to Strus. And Barnes comes to help. Strus passes to Martin. Oladipo outside. No one near him. They get it back. Adebayo, count that bucket. Adebayo's got 36.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Barnes outside. Three-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Down low. Here's Strus. And he slams it one-handed.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Flynn kicks to Van Vliet. And here's Barnes for 3. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Oladipo outside. Hero passes to Martin. Shoots over Achua. 2 minutes. Martin against Siakam. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Sounds good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And Miami making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. And then for Toronto, Chris Boucher's checked in for Achua. And Porter subbed in for Barnes. Here's Strus. The teardrop falls in. Strus has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Flynn. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Boucher. Boucher's got 8 points.
We talk often about Chris Boucher's length. Well, right there, you see him use it to track down that offensive rebound.
Now, here's Strus. Defense is right there. Shoots over Van Vliet. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock-solid 79%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Raptors making a change here. Birch is checked in. And so Strus nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Van Vliet. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Flynn's got his 5th assist in this one.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Here's Hero. Plays it up and banks it in. Hero's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Got that bucket in no time at all. Strus has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Oladipo outside. Tries again. He kicks to Dedmon. And another shot. And Boucher sends it back. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
This is a young guy stretching the big position, right? Chris Boucher very willing to rise and fire from downtown.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Raptors. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Yurtseven. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Vincent. And it's Jovic in at the 3.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Tries a 3. Banton's shot is off. And Miami shooting 41% for the game. Here's Vincent. His three-pointer's off the mark. Toronto shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. And that one's good by Porter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now the pass to Jovic. Here's Vincent. To the left wing. Yurtsevin passes to Jovic. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dedmon's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Vincent, covered by Flynn. Vincent misses. It's been all Raptors. Here's Benton. And that one, good. Benton's got 4 this quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Benton. Count the basket.
Makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Pass to Strus. No good on that one. Good defensive work there by Young. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Benton's shot is off. And Miami shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Strus. Another shot, and it's good on the way-in. Strus has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
But 3 doesn't go for him. And it's Miami the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Pass to Vincent. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Benton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Shooting for Toronto, Delano Banton, 1.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Outside, Robinson. Out to the right wing. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Toronto's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Benton, the pass to Young. Over Yurtsevin. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Boy, masterful work from Thaddeus Young. He's got such tremendous length down there.
The 9-foot shot. And another basket for Miami.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Here's Banton. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Banton's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Robinson. Jovic. No good from outside. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Shots good by Banton.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Heat shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Jovic. And Boucher sends it back. The second chance effort goes up again, and the layup is up and in.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
And the shot's good from Boucher.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Robinson passes to Vincent. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Young's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Shots good by Ben.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Another shot. They grabbed their own miss. Dedmon inside. Defended by Young. Vincent misses.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Young's shot is off. And Miami shooting not great, 40% for the game. Jovic tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Toronto calls timeout. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Here come the Heat dancers, everybody.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Scotty Barnes.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Their previous 2 games have been losses, so something had to change to get them going again. And he provided that spark, giving them a huge jolt of energy. Here is Flynn. And the pass to Wilson. Over Yurtsevin. Shots good by Wilson. Wilson's got his first 2 points. The Heat shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Pass to Robinson. Here's Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Vincent. Outside Robinson. Edmond passes to Jovic. Shot, high post. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Flynn's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Heat shooting not great, 40% for the game. Robinson down low. Porter's there. Here's Dedmon. And Boucher sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Shots good by Dedmon.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Porter passes to Wilson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Wilson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And stolen by Dedmon. Outside Robinson. Passes to Vincent. Outside for Robinson. The Heat get it back. And a new 14. And he gets the bucket.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Here's Banton, guarded by Robinson. Basket good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Dedmon. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he jams it with authority.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Vincent. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Jovic traps in the tray. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Boucher, drilled from 11 feet out. Boucher's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, you got to get to that in-between game sometimes. Chris Boucher getting to that mid-range jumper.
Robinson left side. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Robinson's got his first basket of the night.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. And Miami has possession. Outside Robinson. There's the pass to Vincent. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 44. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter.
Let's hear it once again for your Heat dancers. Get loud!
checked in for Chris Boucher.
Ken Birch.
Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Flynn. The jumper from the free throw line is good. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Vincent. Pass to Yurtsevin. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. More games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Scotty Barnes.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Robinson on the wing. Miami no good on that time either.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Three-pointer on the way. Gets the three-pointer to fall. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Banton. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.